Welcome to Hovi Life. Come learn about a rare breed of dog named a Hovawart, with roughly only 600 in the United States. Dating back to the 13th century, this old German breed is loyal, loving, stubborn, steadfast, intelligent, independent, and makes for an excellent family pet. A Hovawart has a heart full of love. They don't work for you, but with you, and expect to become part of your loving family. This organic series will follow our Anka as we go through the ethical, education, and proper breeding process outlined by the Hovawart Club of North America. Come experience the journey through our first litter and into Hovi Life. Good evening, Hovi lovers. I thought I'd start you out with a picture of our website instead of my ugly mug to start off the viewing with. But you can still see videos. I'm going to keep them up for a long time at GustafsonHovawarts.com. That is GustafsonHovawarts.com. But hello, I'm Steve. Tonight with the wet hair. It's 8:30. I'm just taking my shower for the day to start my day, which is kind of a joke since I've been up since about 3:30 today, going all day with maybe a 20 or 40 minute cat nap on the couch once or twice. But in all seriousness, tonight's little video is to talk about puppy safety and travel. We're 6 weeks and 3 days now into their age. We've got this coming weekend, and then after that it's a hurry for the last vet visit, litter inspection, and then people start picking their puppies up on the 30th. Actually arriving the 29th to visit with their puppy one day before they can take them. But for now, I've talked a lot. Let's see the main event right here. They're kind of calm and quiet. Oh, they see me looking at them. That's what a Hovi does. They study you. They're calm and they take it in. Oh, no threat assessed. Lay it back down. Anyways, they've already been outside. They had their, actually ate today about 5 o'clock, 5:10, a little on the early side. And then we just romped them outside again, Ruffenhausen I call it, from about 7 to 7:25, 7:30. I hope they stay kind of calm here while I'm talking so I don't have to cut off. But some serious notes here. I'm gonna brace my arm so I don't tremble as much. Should be a little bit more steady for me to see. On a more serious note, as people want to now travel in, I'm learning that there's a 20-pound weight limit on taking your dog on the aircraft as a carry-on. And I even heard that I think American Airlines is 20 pounds dog plus suitcase max combined. So the dog has to be like 18 pounds, so the case, travel on case being 2 pounds. And at the rate they're going, the puppies are putting out about 1/3 a pound a day. So every 3 days, it's a pound. And we have we have about 10 days to go. So divide that by 3-ish, they're gonna put on another 3 to 4 pounds. So they'll be pushing that upper limit, 15, 16, 17 pounds. So be sure to check with your airline and make plans and get it in writing that they'll slush that 20 pounds, 1 or 2 pounds if need be, okay? We have some workarounds. We could always feed them when you get on the airplane and carry their food. So you kind of, I hate to say it, but kind of hold the food and water back for the morning. So you get to the airport and then they can make weight and then you feed them there and then they'll put on a pound or a half a pound of water and food. That's after you weigh them in.
or get up early and instead of feeding them like at 6 or 7, feed them like at 3 or 4, and give them a chance to work it through and get a good poop coming out. So there might be some workarounds there to help you, maybe with a 1/3 of a pound. But if your puppy goes over by a pound, is the airline going to be like really super strict? Check them, find out if what their variance policy is, and get it in writing. So if you go to the gate and they go, oh no, you're at 21 pounds combined, you can show them in writing there's a variance of a pound or 2 pound or whatever off the policy. We also heard that it might have a different weight restriction if it's in first class, but in business class or coach, it could be a higher limit. So just giving you that heads up. Hey Ann, hope you're doing well. Give you a wave. So anyways, as you get the puppy home, remember, when you're traveling home, I'm gonna send you home with a little puppy collar with a leash. You're gonna have a squeeze water bottle that has a bowl on top, so when you squeeze it, it fills up with water and the dog can lap off the top. And when you release the pressure, the water goes back on the water bottle, so if you turn upside down, it doesn't spill. I'm also gonna give you up to 2 pounds of puppy food. Again, we're using that Blue Wilderness dry, hard puppy food. It's a grain-free food. It's about $54 a 22-pound bag. It's pretty pricey, but I don't believe it's. I did some research. It's not freeze-dried, like a lot of the foods are, or I should say deep-fried. So the nutrients aren't baked out of it. It's pretty good. That's what I've been feeding Ankh, and I've never had any problem with her coat or skin irritants or flaking or anything. But I was gonna buy you guys all like a little 4 or 5 pound bag of it that had the label and all. But a 4 pound bag, even on Chewy.com, is still like $20. And a 22 pound bag is $54. So I'm paying 4 times the amount if I buy you as a small bag. So I'm gonna get some big 1-quart Ziploc bags, and I'll probably fill up a couple of them for you, and then give you the information of the food so you can find it later on. But I want to get you enough to get you home, okay? Now, so we covered those of you flying in. Those of you driving in are going to fly in and drive home. You can just, make up something in the car, like a towel or something. You've got water, but you want to stop every 2 to 3 hours and exercise your puppy. They'll let you know, they'll bark, they'll get kind of ornery and cussy if they need to go pee-pee or poo-poo. But, break up that drive, take some time, pull over to a area. I like to avoid the way stops because there's already so many people there. But I'll pull in like the little little exit in a small town that has like maybe 1 or 2 fast food. And I seek out the churches or the schools, because over the 30th and the holiday, they'll be out of session, and then they've got a lot of open space there. You can get out and kind of run the dog and exercise it a little bit. Little tip there from the guy who travels 40,000 miles a year in the car with his dog. Uh-oh, a little roofing housing going on over there. It's the pecking order. They're working on the pecking order now. They're learning what they can and cannot do with other people and other dogs, and to kind of snip back and let them know their boundaries and limitations. So that's natural. So we talked about the flying. We talked about driving and making sure you stop. Don't leave your car or your puppy in a cold car. Don't go in a restaurant and spend an hour while the puppy's in the car all cold. Even though they can vary their temperature a little bit, but still it can get brutal cold, 10, 20 degrees, that car's gonna drop. Just don't do it. The puppy is already under a lot of stress. You've taken it from their home, you've taken it from their mom, you've taken them from me and the routine that they've learned. You're a new face, you're a new smell, you're a new car, so minimize the stress on the puppy the best you can, okay? They'll love you for it. Let's see here. Oh, when you get home, you've got to puppy-proof your house. Now, many of you already have had Hovawarts before. Some of you have not. Anybody who has kids, you know about baby proofing your house. But for puppies, you want to avoid things like power cords laying down on the ground. They'll chew them and they can electrocute themselves. So zip tie those up off the ground a bit. Or if it's a little lamp, you can just do without, unplug it, and just don't use it for a couple of months. I'm going to throw a couple waves to people that are watching here. Okay. Also, being the holidays, it'll be the 30th, the 1st, 2nd, New Year's. You might be might be taking your Christmas decorations down. You might be putting up or having confetti from New Year's parties. You've got to watch out for confetti, those little party poppers that you pop. Any little confetti, little piece of plastic, cotton. Like a baby, the puppies explore the world with their mouth. So anything on the ground, they're going to want to go eat, test, and figure out what it is. So you have to be mindful of choking hazards, any remnants of rubber balloons that might be on the ground. All that could make them choke and, die. I don't even want to talk about it. It makes me sad. So think about things about puppy-proofing your house. Those of you who have cats. Hi there. Those of you who have cats or other animals, understand that your other animals may not take to the puppy right away, or they take to it cautiously, and the puppy comes bounding in, blah, 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 all happy, and jumps on them, and the reaction is "arr," or a snip or a bite. So introduce your new puppy to your current pets slowly. Make sure your puppy has its own bed space. If you crate them at night, that might be good, just to kind of give them that little sense of security, that they won't be harassed by the other animals, or they don't harass your other animals. So puppy proofing them. Make sure your puppy has a designated water dish and food dish just for itself. That way they're not having to go and feel like they have to struggle or fight for food. Which, if you have other pets and you have them all share the same dish, that kind of feeds into that aggressive eating behavior where they eat really fast and they want to get aggressive and want to growl and snip at you. So far, I've been putting my hand in the food and feeding them and making sure they don't get aggressive with me, and they're not getting aggressive, so that's a good sign. But just some basic things that sound basic, but at the same time, you got to stop and think about it. Also, look at your attire. If you're a glitzy person with earrings or necklaces, when you lean over to see a puppy, hi puppy, whoo, it dangles down. They want to jump and say hi to you. Their paw's going to grab it and want to pull it off your chin. So watch out for dangly earrings getting ripped out of your ear, necklaces that might be pulled off, sweaters that are knitted or wool that are really fancy. Their little claws, even though we're trimming them, they're still very sharp. And they get snagged up. And you just can't take a puppy and pull it free, because like a fish hook, if that toenail is caught and you pull it, you could actually do damage to their little toes and their little fingers on their nail beds. So if you got a snagged claw on your clothing, be sure to grab the paw easy and work that nail out as not to hurt your puppy. Let's see here. You're going to be getting your puppy, like I said, around 8 weeks. So on that Friday, the 27th, they go to the vet and they get their first distemper shot. They get their parvo shot. It's too early to get rabies. I think they get rabies around the 12th or 14th week. So be mindful of that. But they're also going to get microchipped. They'll get a full puppy evaluation. And we're going to get that recorded, each sheet, for every puppy. So you can take that with you if you need it for documentation for flying. It's had a vet visit. And then when you get home, you want to take it to your vet within 5 days and get another evaluation for your region. Now, I had this conversation with some folks before, and it's like, I'm in the Midwest. And when I'm out in the Pacific Northwest or the Idaho mountains, they do things differently out there than you do in the Midwest. So I think in the Midwest, they do a flu shot. But in the Idaho mountains, there's no flu shot required. So those of you going to California, up in Oregon, you want to be aware of regional requirements that may not be opposed on me here in the Midwest and Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin region. And as a breeder, I'm doing my best to educate you, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what's required in Oregon. I don't know what's required in Santa Barbara, California. I don't know what's required in Pennsylvania. It's regional. So that's hyper important. You go to your vet and you ask your vet, hey, here's what my sheet says my puppy already has. What regionally do I need to have my puppy up to snuff with or be aware of for this region? That's just good thinking right there. Again, I've been talking a lot. I'll keep talking, but you also want to see puppies. And they're sleeping. And the blondes are roughing-housing. That's teal and purple. They're cutie patooties. Yay. Hi for the camera. Oh, talk about strike a pose, huh? But the blonde sister is a roughy-housey. We're waking up. Cute little face sleeping. There's another one. I remember there's 7 in here, and I've got hot pink and red out in the higher pen, because red's my Houdini. He knows how to climb out. But I don't want to put him out in the pen all by himself. It's an isolationist, because it'll have a little bit of separation anxiety. And since the owners are buying red and hot pink together, I'm making sure that they stay and sleep together so they get that good brother-sister bond. So that's kind of it for the night. I did the weigh-in, show you a little bit of puppy, but I want to talk about puppy-proofing your house, your meal requirements, some things about travel to be aware of, about the vet, what to expect, what kind of goodies you're going to get from me to help you travel home. So you're going to have a leash. Don't run out and get a leash. You already have, the puppy will have one. It'll last them a good month or two. I got a nice leather one with reflective on it and a collar, and it's expandable up to 16 inches. So you'll have a couple of weeks or months to kind of get into a new collar if you want. The leash, again, it's a 6-foot leash. Nothing fancy, 3/4 inch web. It should last you the year, as long as the puppy doesn't chew on it. You have a water bottle, you'll have food. You're obviously going to be having your own crate or something for carry-on, for a suitcase, for luggage for the airplane, or some kind of little box kennel for the car. But just think about those things. As you make your plans, a lot of folks want to hit up the house on the 30th. Dun, 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 I want my puppy. Okay, you'll get your puppy. But text me, call me, let's orchestrate some time. It'd be kind of nice if we could kind of stagger people arriving by an hour or two. If you come in the day before the 29th, and you're going to be here the 30th, or leave the 30th, and you're going to, or the 31st, we do have hotels within about 4 or 5 minutes of the house, really, really close. And I'm pretty sure the Holiday Inn are pet friendly, and there's a Holiday Inn Express up the road here. So get a pet friendly hotel, ask for a main floor, the ground floor, far at the end. That way if your puppy whimpers or whines when you're traveling, hi Lori. That way if your puppy's whining as you travel, you disturb the least amount of people, okay? That's just being courteous right there. Plus, if you're at the end, you have to take the puppy out in the middle of the night, you're right by the exit door, whoop, out, find the grass, pee, 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 come on back in. Saves walking time and makes things a little bit easier for yourself. So, but there's a Holiday Inn if you want to come in the 29th, and then you want to take the puppy overnight with you and kind of socialize, that's great. But the morning of the 30th, I still want the puppy here at my house, at the kennel house, because I want to feed him one more time with the other brothers and sisters. So if you take them that night a little bit, it's going to be a little bit of a stress, but you bring them home, see mom and brothers and sisters, they get a feeding that's normal, a little bit of routine's good for them, and then after routine, then bam, you go and you travel and you get home. That's one thought. The other thought is you come in, you stay the night, you come to a visit. I keep the puppy that one last night, get a good night's rest. You come get him in the morning after eating, and bam, you're gone. So I'm kind of open to both. I see pros and cons to both approach, and I understand that. So let's work together to make sure we get the best approach, not for us, but for the puppy, okay? It's all about the puppy. And I think that's it. I've been rambling for a bit. I just don't want to take too much time, except just get you thinking now. We're down to the wire. What do you need to be preparing your house for? Puppy proofing, food. What do you need to do at your end about a bed, water dish? How are you going to travel? It sounds simple, but all of a sudden, those little things forgotten can be a big deal. Oh, also, I'm going to have a surplus of puppy pads, so I'll send with you 8 or 10 dozen if I got them of those puppy pads you see me use in their bed. So you can lay one out in their crate or not, and if they have a little accident, it just kind of fold it up, throw it away, it's done. So I'm trying to build for success for your puppy and your travel home. You help us, and then you travel prepared with good decisions to help your pup get home, and you'll be set off for a good, long relationship. Okay, folks, take care from Hovi Corner. Love you all. Bye. Let's say goodbye to the puppies. They're all racked out now. Let's see, there's Brown. She's a cute pea. And there's Blue. He's a biggin. He's sweet. Look at Blue's face. He's got good markings, and Brown she's got really good markings too. We've already seen Teal a lot. Here's Yellow. She's got good markings as well, and the cheeks and the eyebrows coming in. Good gold on the chest. Here's Big Boy Green. Yay, green. Again, all their markings are coming in really great. And they're really good looking dogs. That's Pink. She's doing great. You got John Robinson watching. Hello, John. Throw you a wave. And over there we got Purple. Like I said, then Red and Hot Pink are in the other room, but it's dark or darker in there, and I want to turn the light on. I'll wake them up. Anyways, that's it for now. Say bye, puppies. Bye, puppies. Yeah, they are getting big. Bye, puppies. They want to come home to you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Okay. Bye, folks. Oh, there's a Stretch. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, bye-bye.